Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome to a new game called Jelly is Sticky. That's some kind of Sokoban-ish game that I've been meaning to play for a while. And so let's go ahead and start the main game. And so, okay, I could just use the arrow keys. Z undo, yep, and R is reset. Where's R? There we go. Okay. Okay, so I'm a little piece of jelly or something. And I see various, like, Tetris pieces that kind of have little wiggly motion to them when I bump into them. Welcome. I see. Is this, like, the stage select? Looks like this enters something. Yeah, alright. Great. Jelly is sticky. It's not solid. Okay. So that was like world select, and now this is like stage select, I guess. So if I jump into this. Okay, so I'm controlling the one with eyes. And I think we quickly get a sense of the mechanic of the game, which is jelly is sticky. When I touch other bits of jelly, I stick to it. And so, for example, I could stick here, and then I would form this shape. But I would not be able to highlight all the strawberries. So I want to stick here, and then overlap all the strawberries, and then it is solved. Alright, so let's continue. I see, so that lights that up. Got it. Okay. It's not solid. So I guess the gist is now if I try to move to the right, yes, it's not solid. So I can break it back apart by kind of scraping the edges. And this is kind of designed basically just to kind of force me to do that. Oh, but it's a little bit interesting because I have to keep track of where the eyes are because that's what I'm controlling. I press down and I can't move down, but if I'm over here and I press up, I could break off this piece to go like this. So it's doing a nice job of just kind of tutorializing basic mechanics. I like it. So next level, 2 easy pieces. Seems like it. I can scrape it off like this and then do that. And over here, shear. Looks like I need to do some shearing over here in order to form this Tetris piece. And then highlight these strawberries, and if all 4 of these things light up, then... Then what? Oh! What if they had not lit up? I wonder if I needed them in order to maybe turn the red bits of jelly into the shearable, breakable bits of jelly that allow me to push this over to the side. Title card. I see, and then there's one more thing there. Oh my goodness. Ah, jelly is sticky. Okay, so I'm trying to make it actually say jelly is sticky in stuff that I could read. This seems kind of unreasonable. However, also, I note that there is... Do I have a mouse cursor that's being captured? I believe so. It's kind of small. But here, there is a strawberry, so I would be trying to get there with my dude, I believe. Do I want to do this, or do I think that this is some kind of like bonus or late game puzzle that I can come back to? Oh, there's the is. Okay, maybe if I do the very obvious things, the puzzle will just kind of solve itself. So maybe this is where I should play a game of Trust the Developer. Yeah, it's starting to form the Y. Okay, so if I just make the obvious-ish moves, then everything is just going to work out fine, I think is what the game is trying to tell me. If I would only listen. Something seems not quite right there. I want to back up a couple of steps. Could I have done... I'm not sure what I would do differently there to make that come over a little bit differently. For now, I'm going to choose not to worry about it. Maybe it's something that's still going to solve itself later. Maybe that row is going to be pushed up, actually. Okay, this is actually pretty clever. It was looking kind of scary and awful when I first walked into the room. But now that I feel like I understand what's happening, I like it. Jelly is sticky. There we go. And now I can get to the strawberry. Perfect. Okay, that was cute. That was fun. And now I can do this and cover the strawberry. Got it, got it. And that has made this Tetris piece become mobile. Okay, so basically the darkened Tetris pieces, well, they're not all Tetris pieces, but like sets of blocks like this are immovable. And then I like energize them and light them up by solving puzzles, and then they turn light colored, and then I can push them around. Okay, this is what I think I am learning. Great. Berry. Sounds delicious. Let's go check out Escape. Alright, if I'm controlling the eyes and I move to the right, I will shear off these bits, sure. I think I get the gist. I need to form the shape that I want to be. And I guess I could do it like this. There we go. I have done it. It's perfect. Okay, and then I've created one bit of thing that I can pick up, and eventually I'll form the Tetris shape up at the top. Okay, I get it. Rotate. I'm not immediately certain how I'm going to succeed at this. I guess if I do this... Yeah, okay. It was easier than I thought. Great. Alright, so far it feels like this mechanic is working for me. I'm picking up what they're throwing down. So now I could shear off that, and then I could slide up here. Not really having an opportunity to kind of express my intentions necessarily beforehand. But hopefully you're watching what's happening on the screen and understanding it all. There is a numeral 1 there that has just been formed in the center. And there's a star over here. I wonder what the star is about. Well, perhaps I will find out shortly. Shortly may have been a underestimate. Okay, in order to... How do I get the second piece to come with me through here? Because these are all very narrow hallways. I suppose if I break it off like that and then come back around on this side, then I can pull it. And then shear it off again, and then push it from the bottom so that my eyeballs are over here, which means I can then shear off the top bit and I can end up over here. Great. And that had the name 4-point turn. I really had not been paying attention to the names of the puzzles. But the puzzles have had names. And... okay. I guess I want to do almost that, but not that, because the rightmost one had to move down, so let's reset. So I wanted that. Alright, great. Yeah, the puzzles are cool. I don't feel great about kind of like the let's playing it let's playing in this game thus far in terms of my commentary, but maybe I can do a better job. Also, how do I video game? I suppose I could do this. Sorry, had to edit out a sneeze there. And then if I like break this off, is there a way that I can... I need to form that L shape. Which means... I'm not sure how I would do that offhand. I suppose if I had two of them to the left of me, for example, and then I sheared them off... Well, no. If I shear it off like this, I'm like this. That one's below me. Okay, could I shear it off at the... Well, if I shear it off at the top, then... Could I have my eyeballs get sheared off at the top? So if I had my eyeballs on the left and did this, that's still not quite right. But I managed to make like the opposite of the shape that I wanted to make, and so presumably if I were to do that from the bottom, then I would make the shape that I wanted to make. Yes. Okay, great. Okay, so I kind of reasoned that one out. And so far none of these have been very bad. Let's see, in order to make that shape piece, feels like, let's see, given where my eyeballs are, I don't know that I really like that move. Let's undo. Guess I want something a little bit more like this. It's still not quite what I wanted. Do I know what I want? I'm just kind of playing around for the moment. Oh, that kind of feels funny. It feels very funny. I need to get myself mostly horizontal, but then also have a little guy sticking over there. Okay, so if I want the little guy sticking over there, I probably need to like leave a little guy somewhere at some point, which I'm not sure how to do, much less articulate. Okay, I left a little guy. Great. So there's a guy in the bottom left. Now, if I can get 3 horizontal, which I'm not sure that I can do anywhere. In order to lift this out, is there a way for me to get the eyeballs? He just winked at me. Is there a way for me to get the eyeballs kind of below where I am? Like, currently the eyeballs are sitting on the top edge. Is there a way to get the eyeballs in the bottom section? I mean, I can do this, but that's not exactly what I was trying to do. I suppose now, here we go. Now I've got the eyeballs kind of below the rest of the shape. And why did I want to do that? It's because I wanted the rest of it to be all horizontal. Could I have had the rest of it be all horizontal? Is there a way to shear off that top bit now? The only way I see to do it involves leaving the bottom bit down there, which is kind of not what I want to do. I want all of those together. Okay, these have already started to become sufficiently difficult that I'm not immediately solving anything. But that's good. The puzzles had all been straightforward up until this point. So what is the plan? That's actually pretty close. And in fact, if I do this now, okay, so that was not what I was expecting to do. I had the eyeballs in the top section, and then move the bottom section around in order to eventually make this shape. I kind of stumbled into that, but I think I came away with some new insights in terms of how I can move intentionally. It looks like I only need 2. I only need 1 other strawberry. 1 other block to cover the strawberries, as it were. Is there a reason I cannot? Oh, I'm always going to be connecting somehow. Well, no. Why can I not just do... Why is this not sufficient? It is sufficient. There was a lot of multiple choice. So maybe that was just about choosing the section where I was able to succeed, because all the others have kind of vertical bottlenecks where you wouldn't be able to construct things horizontally? Perhaps. So the others were just kind of red herrings, I think is maybe the implication there. Also, I don't think there's like a way to move the camera without moving your player. So I'm not sure exactly where I'm headed here. And it looks like I'm going to be... Well, I guess I don't have to take a bunch of guys with me. There are guys to collect, and there's also... Oh. Interesting. This guy prevents me from going into here. And did I have to... Where did he originate? Yes, he was there. So he's basically saying... You can't come in here unless... Suppose I had some blocks above or below me that were already stuck to me. Would that enable me to scrape that guy off so that I could get into the bottom left? Because as it is here, I'm controlling the eyeballs. I could scrape them off here, but it doesn't really help me. And I can't scrape them off here. Alright, I'm going to undo that for now and just try going a different direction. What else is there? Okay, eventually I will need 9 pieces of jelly. But this looks like something that I can go and do. So let's pop in here. Interesting. I don't immediately have a sense of what I want to... Actually, I think I do have a sense of what I want to do here. Let me undo a couple of steps. Suppose I approach this guy from this side. He will then pull this over for me, which enables me to come over here and do this as the eyeballs. Great. And that enables me to solve some more puzzles. It just wants me to make a 2-3-2 shape, which doesn't seem too hard. So there's a 2. Now I need this over to the left somehow. So if I were to pull it over to the left a little bit... Actually, I've changed my mind. After seeing how that goes, I'm going to do it this way. And now I've attached that bit. And now if I want to break off these 2, can I not just do... Well, if I do this, there's no way for me to attach to the top of it. So I think I actually want to do this. And then come back around. Okay, good. I'm starting to get a better sense of exactly what my movement capabilities are and their implications for puzzle solving. I need to get all 9 of us together, and... Right, I can, like, peel off a piece, sure. And then I could get this piece off as well, and then I could do stuff like this in order to get us like this, but then I need to bring this guy all out. And so why is it not as simple as this? It is as simple as this. Okay, great. Not every puzzle has to be difficult, especially if you have the correct insight. So the first thing I need to do, I think, is get most of my body on the other side of this block, because I think I want to carve myself up from this side, if I'm seeing things correctly. So I'm going to choose to start like this. And then, actually, I do kind of want to get rid of... Okay, that's right. Didn't even have a chance to get the words out of my mouth. But we got puzzle solved. And sure, make me a giant Tetris piece. Why not? I suppose it looks like I have enough blocks that I could probably, like, somehow just solve the final puzzle, quote-unquote final, by combining myself into a giant pile of goo here. Is it that simple? I think not entirely, but close to. It might be. So I would only need to break off one more piece. So the question is, can I scrape this guy over here and then get him with me like this? And the answer is yes. So suppose I did this. Do I have options about how to proceed with the game? Oh, I got an achievement. Strawberry Jelly completed Chapter 1. Is that what the star is all about? Maybe, maybe not. In any case, this enables me to progress this way. This also exists, but this also appears to be one of these. I'm not sure how to get past it. So if I were to go back in here, yeah, there are still those other could-be solves, and also it does keep my puzzle-solving progress, but it has reset my position and the position of all these other little bits of jelly. If I were to undo, can I undo back through selecting this level? Is something I'm curious about. So the undo button doesn't. If I hit B for back, that does bring me back here. All right, I'm going to choose to move forward in this direction, I think. Actually, it'll be a shorter episode, but that's a pretty clean boundary since I finished chapter 1, so I think I'll go ahead and call the first episode here. We got a sense of jelly is sticky. I think there's like a few different colors of jelly eventually, and they have different mechanics. So we can look forward to that, but I'm going to say, I hope as always, that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Jelly is Sticky. For now, bye-bye.